Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tune. Today we're gonna make a video and I'm not sure what we're filming. We've just been plugging away at some website orders on huntertune.com. I just got the injectors restocked yesterday, and yeah, we got a couple hundred more injectors in stock. We'll see how long they last, but Christine has been such a awesome help. These are a bunch of orders laid out for me to go through and flow the injectors for each one. So she gets all that stuff set up for me prior to me flowing the injectors, and then I have my categories batched over here. These are orders that are already done and ready to head out. So yeah, just been going crazy with the injectors. So thank you everybody for all the support. Roxy's just chilling in the garage with us. Is it hot today, Roxy? Is it hot today? Yeah, I think it was like 86 degrees yesterday in Wisconsin. Last week we got a foot of snow and might get some snow this weekend. So, you know, typical Wisconsin, I guess. But we're gonna enjoy the weather while it's still warm. We're gonna pick up at the shop here in a little bit and probably talk to Trevor and give you guys a little bit of updates and show you some parts that we got in for our little single cam builds and show you some progress with the dyno. Also, did want to ask you guys if you think this is a good idea, maybe for a t-shirt idea. My sticker guy actually hooked me up and he made this little design, and I was thinking maybe we could throw it on a t-shirt. Just needs a tune. And this would be like a fuel map. Maybe we can color it in like green, yellow, and red or something, like how a fuel map would look. And then yeah, it'll have like a Hunter Tune logo on one side, and then maybe the Just Needs a Tune with the fuel map on the other. I don't know, I've been thinking about maybe doing some t-shirt ideas. You guys will have to let me know. It seems like every time I do t-shirts though, they don't really sell that well, so I'm always gun shy on doing merch. And I actually have on the floor here a bunch of stuff from Nomis Industries. If you guys haven't checked out Nomis Industries, he's an awesome guy. I've been talking to him for the last couple weeks about these little single cam projects we got going on, and you know, the builds that are coming. And he reached out to me and loves the single cam stuff. And I talked to him on the phone. I've talked to him for hours on the phone, just, you know, brainstorming ideas and stuff like that. And we got some awesome parts coming from Nomis Industries. He does a lot of ECU work for people, and does like coil on plug kits with the Honda Rules coil on plug, and he makes like his own Nomis Industries harness for plug and play coil on plug setups. So that stuff is coming very soon as well. Just huge shout out to Nomis Industries. Go check them out on Instagram, give them a follow, and tell them Hunter Tune sent you. If you guys need ECU work, I unfortunately am not really doing a whole lot of that anymore. I've been sending a lot of stuff to Jason Waters and Nomis Industries. So give them a follow. You guys need any OBD1 ECU stuff, hit them up, because I am too busy with other stuff to be doing the ECU work anymore. And I'm sorry to say that, but it is what it is. So we're gonna be making detailed videos of doing coil on plug stuff very soon. All right, so we're at the shop, and gonna give you guys a little bit of updates on some stuff going on around here. Say hello to T-Bag. So he is doing a little product plug. He's gonna make a post or something on Facebook about this ECU for his car.
Yes, sir.
So like I said, Nomis Industries really hooked it up. These covers look so sick. Those look so nice.
So this one's Bluetooth, right?
Yep. No. No. This one's Honda. This isn't even your ECU. My bad. He set, hang on, he set up this one for Honda because I told him, here, I'll grab another one. Here, you can do the unveiling of this one. So when I sent in a couple ECUs to Nomis, I did tell him that I wanted to do one of them Honda, and then the other ones will set up for a chip. So, because one of my cars, I think the B series car, I was gonna run my S300 that I have, and then the single cams, I think we're gonna run just on a chip. And of course, out of the three, I give Trevor the Honda one, which is technically mine.
Not no more, I'm taking it.
Looking sweet. There's the Bluetooth module with the chip. And then Trevor's got this other cover here. It must still have some brown tape on it or something. Is it coming off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one it came off. This one's just being a little bit more stubborn.
Stubborn.
So we're going to show you these ECUs. Well, we kind of already showed you, but we're going to take a little picture quick and then show you some of these blocks that we got cleaned up. We got some single cam blocks all cleaned up and washed, and we got our pistons measured up. A bunch of stuff.
Valves finally showed up.
Right.
Thanks, Vera.
All right. Fucking dick. So I left off. We were talking about the Nomis Industries. We still haven't hung up the banner, Trevor.
I know.
We've been messing around all day with the Grom. Trevor's been doing a detail over there. Two details.
Working on 2 today.
Yeah. So we're talking about single cam parts here.
Yes, sir.
Let's show them. We got the ECUs, awesome stuff here. We're gonna hang up this banner. And we also got, for our single cam builds, I bought one of these Wiseco tapered ring compressors for the stock bore single cams. I also got one for the B series. So these will definitely come in handy.
There's a part number if anyone wants it.
Right.
Link in description below.
ARP head studs for the single cams. I also got this eBay Mugen valve cover. What do you guys think of this thing? I don't know, I just kind of bought it to see how they were, and it seems like it's pretty decent actually. So got that for my build. I got a set of Ferrera valves. Trevor also got a set of Ferrera valves. These are the flat face valves. They're the 5000 series. We got all the cranks over here. Gonna go take them to the machine shop one of these days and get them polished and chamfered. You guys already saw my intake manifold and stuff like that. And the turbo kit, the blocks, like I said, we got hot tanked, and they look awesome. There's no dirt on them or anything anymore. And my buddy Jake actually came over here the other day, and we honed these cylinders to make them true. So he was measuring with his dial bore gauge, and we actually have our blocks marked for the pistons. And I don't know where my pistons went.
They're on the bench.
So my buddy Jake came over and we measured the pistons, and then we measured the cylinders. Believe it or not, these PG6 pistons that I'm going to be running in the single cam, these things are actually quite a bit bigger than a Vitera at the stock bore. So these have a way tighter piston to wall clearance than the Viteras do. But pretty much what we did is we numbered these and we measured them. So this is the measurement, and then there's a measurement on the cylinder, and this one corresponds with this cylinder because we wanted to keep the piston to wall, you know, Gucci. And yes, I know this is cylinder number 1. We just put 4. But yeah, so got the pistons all measured up, and we got the cylinders honed. Now we're gonna probably take the blocks and stuff in to get resurfaced, and then after that, we should be able to assemble. I got a set of Max PP Poo Poo connecting rods for it as well, because I donated the Speed Factory long rods and Vitera pistons to Trevor for his build, and the PG6 high compression pistons only work with the stock length connecting rods. So I got a set of Max Peating rods that are stock length, you know, just like a set of Eagles or whatever. They're pretty much all the same thing. Trevor painted his D17 valve cover here, and the D17 valve cover will use those coil on plug things, and the coils factory. You don't need a plate or anything like that. You can just put that valve cover on. But the problem with the D17 valve cover is the dipstick is actually in the valve cover, and on the D16 Z6, it's in the block.
Correct.
So JB Tuned actually makes this block off for the D17 valve cover dipstick hole, and we got that pounded in right here.
You got to repaint it now.
He's got to repaint it because the old one was fucking stuck.
Yeah, I didn't really put 2 and 2 together on like doing it, and then
like
I painted the valve cover, and then we're like, oh, how do you get that out? And I had to, like, because it was so stuck, I had to run a drill bit through it and yank it out.
Right.
And then, yeah, I scratched it up quite
Yeah.
a bit, but
Idiot.
we'll repaint it.
Okay. So yeah, huge shout out to JB Tuned. You guys probably saw me put one of his fuel systems, the lines and all that stuff. He sells all that stuff on his website. He also sells these. He sells a whole lot of other stuff too, and he's been a supporter of Hunter Tuned for quite a while. That's why you probably guys always see his banner hanging up in the shop. So yeah, we got to get Competition Clutch on board next. They did sponsor me one clutch like 2 or 3 years ago for Barney. I'm hoping maybe I can reach out to them and see if they'll do a clutch for one of our builds, because we're trying to get Trevor's built for fairly cheap. I'm
broke.
And show off some, you know, yeah. We want to do one of them for like, we're going to try to get as much stuff like, as cheap as possible kind of thing for his, and that way we can have 2 of them to kind of do back-to-back comparisons on the dyno, which I think will be really fun and informative and informational, and can shut all the people on the internet up with misinformation.
$100 eBay intake.
Yeah, so I got the baller ass skunk race manifold, and Trevor got the cheap El Cheapo skunk replica manifold, which this thing's honestly not too bad.
No, it's not terrible.
It's like $100.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks just like the Skunk 2, and it's got a long runner, so it should make some pretty good torque.
I did have to notch this part out though, so like when you put it on the head, your VTEC solenoid sits there, and I had to grind that piece out. Let's see if it wants to go on there, because it was hitting the VTEC solenoid here.
I see.
So the casting was a little big, but then again,
That's what you get for $100.
right.
Sometimes you have to do a little finagling.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yes, it'll work.
It'll work.
It'll work. What is this? Oh, the bracket and stuff that came with it?
No, that is Skunk 2. I don't know what this was for. Maybe it was. Why are they sending in a Skunk 2 bag though?
Well, they're really copywriting.
Wow, they really are. It is a Skunk 2.
Because that's a throttle cable bracket.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a sticker you can slap on.
That's probably what that is, dude.
Let me see.
It's got a sticker in there, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, dude,
it's got an emblem.
It's definitely got one.
Oh, shit.
$100 Skunk 2 intake. That's dope. Look at that.
Wow, you never know the difference.
I didn't know that at all.
That's hilarious.
Product registration.
There, now it's official.
That's wild, dude. It literally gives you... Wow. Look, literally, like, you read it?
This was like the cheapest knockoff one we bought.
Yeah, I mean, okay, whatever. Cheapest one I found for a replica.
Yeah, and then what are we doing for a timing belt over there?
Oh, Evergreen.
Yeah, you'll just have to believe us. It's an evergreen belt.
Right, but it's blue.
Yeah, it's blue, so it's
Contradicting
yeah,
itself
it's
a little bit.
meant to be fast. Side note, I have had great luck with those evergreen timing belts. They're like half the price of a Gates, and I ran one on Barney, no issues.
I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but these are an OE water pump too.
It's probably, honestly, better than the shit you'll get at O'Reilly's.
Well, I just know because when I built my LSV and I got the water pump from Napa, it was this brand.
Oh.
And it was
Nice.
an OE kind of style,
Right.
you like whatever the hell, so I don't know what this is.
That's the tensioner, I think.
Oh, cool. GB or GMB. Okay, well, yeah. So we got that.
And then you got some valve springs.
Yes, Brian Crower. My parts box here.
I ended up ordering a set of Skunk 2 valve springs, and they got shipped to somebody in California, not to me. And I'm like, what? Like, I ordered them and it said delivered in California.
Yeah,
I'm in Wisconsin, so I got kind of screwed out of that. I had to get a refund, and now I don't have any springs. I still got to order some.
steel springs and retainers.
Yeah, so
Brian
we got the
Crower.
blocks, or no, those are Brian Crower
Right, yeah.
springs and stuff. I ran those on the silver EK back in the day, guys. If you remember me doing the cam and stuff in Dad's garage back in the day, I ran those same springs and retainers.
So then ARP head bolts, head studs, bolts.
Yeah, you got your ARP head studs. We got the Speed Factory rods. We got King
Bearings.
Racing bearings.
No.
I did get a set of extra clearance bearings and standards, and we're gonna see once we measure everything.
Oh, I got my car primer.
If we're gonna need to, you know, use the extra clearance or not. And Trevor also primered his car, and he's been sanding little bit by little bit to get it painted.
I gotta put another coat on.
Another coat of primer?
Yeah. Supposed to block sand it.
And then here's Trevor's pistons and the measurements and stuff. He did the same thing, marked them out where they need to go for the right piston to wall clearance. They still might slap, who knows, but we measured them. They were right at like 3/1000ths of an inch piston to wall. And my motor was at like 2/1000ths. There was a couple cylinders that were like 1.5 thousandths piston to wall clearance, and I'm like, holy shit, that's really tight. But it was only with those pistons. So I honed the ever-living crap out of the block to get a little bit more piston to wall. I'm okay with like 2.5. 3 to 4 is ideal for really high power stuff, but with E85 and whatnot and a cast piston, I think it'll be okay, and I don't want it to slap. So, yeah, I'm excited to get these builds underway. The Grom, you guys will have to let me know if you want me to do an update on it, because I put a new ECU in it, and it has a map sensor now. It has a map sensor in it now. And I just tuned the bike a little bit on the new ECU, and it made 59 horsepower. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but it made 59 horsepower. And yeah, but since it made 59, it started breaking up. Like the spark plug gap needs to be tightened up, and I got to pull the radiator to pull the spark plug out of this bike. So probably going to do that some other time. But it should be an animal, and it runs way better than it did before. So awesome progress on the Turbo Grom. That's almost 10 more horsepower than what it made previously when you guys watched the first ride with the Turbo Grom, and that was on the basic A-Racer with no map sensor input or anything like that. So, but anyways, there's a lot of stuff coming, guys. Just bear with us. I've been swamped with orders and just doing stuff at the shop. Oh my God, I almost forgot to tell you guys. We got a hole at the shop. This is the dyno pit that we've been doing, and we got the floor poured already. We're just waiting to do the walls. And yeah, so all this stuff is coming soon, guys. Be sure to subscribe. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. God bless. We'll see you later.